Although your workplace will usually present a safe and secure environment, it's important to remain aware that a sudden injury or illness can afflict anyone in your place of work at any time. Knowing how to calmly respond to any sudden accident is a crucial aspect of your role as employer or employee. Health and safety regulations require that a minimum first aid provision is made in every workplace. There must be at least one person on the premises responsible for and with a basic knowledge of emergency first aid. This person is called an appointed person. An appointed person may also be a qualified first aider, which means they hold a current First Aid at Work certificate and have undergone an HSC-approved training course. There should also be a suitably stocked first aid box, maintained and administered by appointed persons. You must be aware that your first aid skills may be called upon to respond to any sudden injury that should befall a visitor, contractor, or another member of staff. You should be familiar with the health and safety risk assessment of your workplace and consider your approach to first aid based on the layout of the site or premises and any potential hazards within it. This video aims to provide guidance on how best to respond to sudden illness and injury in your workplace and offers advice on correct procedure. However, when dealing with any situation that requires emergency first aid, you must be aware of your limits and not attempt to administer first aid for which you have not been trained. The first step in applying emergency first aid to an injured person is to assess the situation. Make sure that it is safe to approach the casualty. You will be of no use if you are injured through failure to notice potential hazards. For example, check that there are no electrical hazards, gas or broken glass in the area, and that the cause of injury does not pose a continuing risk to either you or the casualty. If you do identify any dangerous elements, assess whether these can be safely removed. Others can be asked to make the area safe while you attend to the injured person. When you are satisfied that the situation is safe, the next step is to make a brief assessment of all casualties. If the casualty has fallen, or if there is a reason to believe that they have suffered head or neck injuries, you must not move them unless absolutely necessary. Assess whether the casualty is visibly conscious. If you cannot see that they are conscious, gently shake their shoulders and try to provoke a response.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
If the casualty is unresponsive, they should be considered unconscious. Always deal with unconscious casualties first, following the adult basic life support sequence.